Alright, so according to Google, members of the Illuminati are encouraged not to say that they're in the Illuminati, but there's been many people giving their stories about how they were in the Illuminati and they're not dead yet. So I guess my substitute teacher was fine. Hey, so, ow, frick, I have a vaccine. Before I get into this video, you see this? That's called acne. I eat healthy. I don't drink water. But whatever, I have acne. I'm so sorry if it's going to be distracting. And if you have like OCD or something and you want to like rearrange the dots all over my face, I'd suggest you leave this video because this video is going to be me with these awkward dots on. So, today I'm going to be talking about middle school. Oh, I just vomited a little inside. I hated middle school. Anyways, so I went to a middle school named after an Indian dish. My middle school was called Curry. Now, for those of you who went to Curry, we all know how much of a joke that school was, in the sense that not the teachers were all right. I actually kind of got along with most of my teachers, but they had no arts program. They didn't have a theater program. They had like a course program for 2 years, then they shut it off. And so the closest thing to art that I could get was like actual painting art, but like that class was fun. That's where I made like all of my friends, and I still talk to some of them here in middle school. So shout out to my art homies. But yeah, so it was kind of a joke in the sense that I had no arts programs, and also even though the teachers were amazing, the teachers themselves could be quite odd at times. And I don't even know how I'm going to phrase it. Everyone takes my my old school, Curry, as a huge joke because it kind of was. Sorry, I was thirsty. So, I'm gonna tell you 3 stories that happened in my middle school that show you why I've decided to repress 90% of middle school into this dark abyss in my brain. Alright. So, the first story is that I had a substitute teacher who would openly tell us each time he substituted a class that he was in the Illuminati. Listen, I just got chills saying that because I don't even know if Illuminati members are supposed to say that. I'm freaking out. Like, I literally just felt chills all over my spine. I do not mess with the Illuminati, not mess with the NSA. Please keep me away from all of that stuff because I'm just 16. I don't care to know the government's secrets. Like, I just want to live my life. So he would go around and he would like tell us stories about how he was in the Illuminati and how he joined. He was like, it's a very elite secret society. And I was like, God damn, must not be that much of a secret if you're out here telling us. Like, why would you go around telling a bunch of, oh shit, that's smart. Because he told a bunch of middle schoolers. Middle schoolers lie a lot and they make up stories. Damn, he was a smart dude. So he would go around telling us how he was in the Illuminati, blah, blah. And like, I remember one time he was like, if you guys want to know more about the Illuminati, like it's not as horrible as people make it out to be, you can talk to me after class, you know, and I can like give you more info about it. And I was like, is he actually like campaigning for the Illuminati? Like, please tell me. Like, I know I go to public school, but please tell me it's not like this. No, he wasn't kidding, because I had a friend who actually talked to him and he straight up gave him so much information about the Freemasons, Illuminati, whatever the hell. And I was like, yeah, Mom, I want to change schools. No, I never told my mom. My mom would probably freak out. Or either that or my mom would have been like, haha, middle school kids these days with their secret societies. God. He used to make us Google our last names on this like generator website to see if we were Jewish at one point. And like me, like I know a lot of my family. Like, a lot of my family's indigenous and Hispanic. And I was like, yeah, no, there's no way I'm white. Turns out I'm white. Apparently, like, I have some ancestors that were Jewish and they changed their last name because they were being persecuted. Oh my gosh. It triggered me so much. And I just went home and I remember telling my mom, we're Jewish. How could you keep this from me? And my mom was like, what the hell? Like, no, we're not Jewish. And then I was like, my substitute teacher just told me we were Jewish, so you got some explaining to do. And then, yeah, my mom was like, whatever, maybe our ancestors. But that teacher, like, he stressed me out so much. Like, all he would do was that he would either talk about the Illuminati or convince us all that we were Jewish. I'm just trying to like get my US history credit so I can maybe go to high school. Now I'm failing a lot of my classes because I was failing in middle school. So can we kind of like hurry this up because I don't want to leave. But no, sometimes he would keep us 5 minutes after class just talking about being Jewish and the Illuminati. Oh my gosh, it was like letting out a bunch of repressed memories to a therapist. Thank you for listening. Next story was that apparently, according to, I remember one US history teacher, our school was named after a woman called Lamar Louise Curry. Now that explains a lot because the full name of the school was Lamar Louise Curry. However, my 6th grade mind was like, nah man, we were named after an Indian dish, don't even try. But no, there was a woman actually named Lamar Louise Curry, and if you Google her, like, she shows up, like, it's no big deal. Right, but middle schoolers can't let anything go. And there was this whole legend that if you stayed in Curry past like the time school was over, she would come out of the walls and kill you. Now my suicidal 7th grade self was like, I'm doing it, I don't know, listen, I had a mental illness in 7th grade. It was not a good time. It really wasn't. So I said goodbye to all my friends. And then I told my friends I had left something in the class. So I went up. And it was like the 3rd floor or whatever, because that's where she would come out of, because she didn't like the library on the 2nd floor. God knows what goes through these kids' minds nowadays. Anyways, so I was sitting there, and then like I remember everyone leaving, and then I heard this freaking noise, right? Like this like, right, like footsteps, but like intense footsteps. So I was like, I regret this. All of a sudden, my life flashed before my eyes. I want to go home. I love my mother. Like, no, like I told my mom I had like art club or something like that. My mom was like, don't you guys have clubs in the mornings? And I was like, no, it's after school. And then my mom was like, all right, sure, as long as you're doing something. So anyway, so I heard that big knocking noise, right? And so then I remember I started crying. But what I found was worse than like a ghost, dead woman crawling out of the walls. I found one of the school's security guards asking me why I was there. Now listen, for someone with anxiety and someone who had depression at that time, I was a pretty good thinker in the sense that I could talk myself out of situations. So I told him that one of my history teachers has teacher conferences and that I was waiting for it to be over so I could talk to him about an assignment. And he was like, oh, you're not allowed to stay after school to talk to teachers, blah, blah, blah. You should have done that in class. And I was like, oh, yeah, but my teachers in class don't let me leave. Like, they don't write me passes. And so then the guy was like, just go tomorrow early in the morning. Just go home. Oh, my gosh. Like, at that point, I decided I am never going to do something against the security guards at my middle school because they were terrifying, okay? They used to make us walk in a straight yellow line and they would scream at us and give us like horrible detention if we didn't. God, that school was... So the third thing I'm going to talk to you about school is 8th grade prom. Now 8th grade prom was a fun experience for everyone, right? Not for me. Let me tell you why. So basically, I was not allowed to go to prom because one of the counselors with me. So she was like, you've got too many tardies. Like, you're never in school. Why would I let you go to prom? And I was like, it's my 8th grade prom. Can I dip? Can I go? And she was like, no. And then at that point, I had pretty straight grades. So I was like, hey, listen, my grades are good. And like, I've been late because like I sleep in a lot and I don't live like super close because I had moved like halfway through my middle school career. And she was like, well, unfortunately, you still can't go to prom. So the day of prom, I was all like bummed out. I was like, oh man, I have to go to school. Like, and I'm going to prom. Like, this all sucks. And I remember crying the night before. I was like, I'm not going to get to go to my 8th grade prom. Anyways. And then all of a sudden, I get a call down to the principal's office. And she's like, congratulations, we're letting you go to prom. And then the same counselor who I had beef with was there. And she was like, if you can get your dress and your hair and makeup in time. And I was like, what time is prom? And they told me like 7 or 6 or whatever. And I was like, all right, dope, I'm gonna do this. So I call my mom and I tell her what the hell went down. And she's like, oh my God. So she drives my ass over there. Right, thankfully, I had gotten my eyebrows waxed the night before, so that was one last thing to do. Also, my mom had friends in a Colombian salon. So I was like pretty set because I trust Colombians with my hair and with my nails. So I went, and my mom like freaking speed drove me to her friend's salon, and her friend was currently working on a client, and my mom was like, nope, we've got a more serious case. And then the lady was like, all right, what's up? So my mom told her. She freaking did my hair. At the same time, another lady was doing my nails on my hands. This other lady, who I don't even know where she came out of, she was like in a storage room. She came out to like do like a pedicure for me, and I got all of that done in less than an hour. I did that in 40 minutes, right? So then all that was left was my makeup, the shoes, and the dress. So my mom does pretty decent makeup, and also like, I wasn't gonna wear like contour. It was 8th grade prom. Who was I trying to impress? That one crush I had. Yeah. So my mom took me to JCPenney because we're middle class and we're not rich. So she hauled my ass to JCPenney. I tried on billions of dresses, and my I was so insecure about everything, but I just settled on this one dress that didn't make me look like a sausage. So I was like, I'm getting this one, and my mom was like, all right, we gotta go get your shoes. And there was a Payless right next to the JCPenney, and I was like, this is a sign from God. I am a reborn Christian. And then like I got my shoes and everything. So all that was left was my makeup. And you know what? You know what the funny part was? That it was already getting late, and we lived very far from where 8th grade prom was. So my mom had to call my grandma. And while we were speed driving to prom, my grandma had to do my makeup. I got that shit done so fast. Like, call me master procrastinator, because I can get stuff done in a time limit. In fact, I didn't even script this YouTube video, and I was supposed to film it yesterday, but I just did it in the span of 12 minutes. And if that isn't a reason for you to like and subscribe, I don't know what is. Peace out, homies.